You are here with us on behalf of the Mae Young Classic, streaming exclusively on WWE Network.
Yeah, the Mae Young Classic is the first ever women's tournament. 32 women from around the globe. We brought in the best of the best from all over the globe to compete in a tournament called the Mae Young Classic. It's on the WWE Network right now. The first four episodes, first round debuted Monday. We put the second four out this week. And the live finale will take place September 12th on the WWE Network live, but it'll take place in Las Vegas.
Love it. All about the ladies.
All about the women, and it's amazing that we started this out thinking it would be 16 women, and as we dug into it, we just found more and more, and the hardest decision was making who would be in it and who we wouldn't put in it. Yeah, making the cuts, but 32 women, and I can tell you that on every level it has exceeded expectations.
Well, first of all, thank you for being on the show. Always good to see you, buddy.
It's good to see you.
I want to talk about things from a promotional standpoint. Since you are the COO of the WWE, watching the Mayweather-McGregor fight. Forget the fight for a second. Think about the promotional angle for it all. I don't know too many entities that are better at promoting something than the WWE.
Yeah.
It just doesn't get much better. So, but somehow, some way, we're hearing that these guys could have brought in more than $6.5 million in pay-per-view sales. What does somebody like you guys with the WWE, what do you take from that? What did you learn from watching Mayweather-McGregor from a promotional standpoint?
I think from a promotional standpoint, they did a lot of things right. You know, they found two personalities, and that's really what this is all about. Floyd will be the first guy to tell you that personality is what sells fights. It's what he does. He changed himself from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather, and that was based around WWE and the culture of changing Hulk Hogan to Hollywood Hulk Hogan and reinventing yourself. You know, he created that persona. McGregor created a persona. A lot of it having to do around kind of what WWE does, but also what Mayweather does. When you have personalities like that and you put them in the ring in that type of conflict, it's what we do on a daily basis. But they did it very well. It was a moment in time that I don't think you could replicate. The great thing is, I think what people were afraid of is that it wouldn't deliver. I think it did deliver. You know, I think...
and meantime...
Go ahead.
Sorry, Triple H. No, go ahead.
I think it did deliver. I think people got an entertaining 10-round fight. I think it ended up where the educated person would imagine that it would end up, but I think it was entertaining and it delivered on a lot of levels.
Did more? It was surpassed my expectations. Of course, McGregor never had a chance to actually win, but it surpassed my expectations. It was a big event and it was a good event. Meantime, Muhammad Ali, you talk about what people can learn from wrestling. Back when he was still Cassius Clay, was imitating Gorgeous George, the wrestler, right? Like, he saw how he could play the heel, and yet everyone would pay to see the heel, get beaten, and took something from that. Recently, we've seen LaVar Ball in the ring. We've seen Gronk in the ring. Between those two guys, who do you think would have the greater potential for WWE superstardom?
Well, LaVar Ball certainly has a penchant for winding people up and wanting to see people beat him. And I think that's an important factor. But, you never know what's going to connect with people. But those personalities, when you look at McGregor, you look at Ronda Rousey, you look at Gronk, you look at LaVar Ball, all those people, what connects them is personalities. Whether you love them or hate them, those personalities drive people. They create a connection. And that's really what people pay to see. There are very few pure boxing fans in the world. There are very few pure MMA aficionados in the world. There are very few pure WWE or NBA or NFL that really admire the intricacies of all of that stuff. The personalities drive them, whether that be the team or the individuals.
Paul, you mentioned Ronda Rousey. Sorry, Stephen. And you were at an event with her in July. Huge fan of hers from the UFC, of course. What are the chances that she could end up in the WWE, and what do you think she would bring to the table?
Ronda has been a huge fan of WWE her whole life. She's been very adamant about that. She's done stuff with us before. I think you're watching a clip of her throwing me that I don't know why you're showing. But, yeah, she tends to throw me around when I see her. But, she's a huge fan. I think it's something that she's definitely interested in. I'll throw it out right now. If she's interested, I'll give her the opportunity. We're all about personalities. That's what she brings to the table. I think she's shown it in UFC. She's shown it in Hollywood. She's shown it everywhere. Her personality will drive fan interest.
You know, it's interesting that you say that because, you know, my question to you is how much of it has to be real and how much of it can be manufactured? You know, we do a show of First Take. People say what they want to say, but this is who I am. I've always been this way. My family, friends, and everybody will vouch. That's him. That's who he is. I can assure you that Max, that's who the hell he is. He's always been an intellectual. That's who he is, okay? Okay? No one knows anything as much as he does. We're all just living in his world. That's who he is.
Everybody around you will attest to that.
There we go. There we go. So here's the question. Can you manufacture a personality and be successful? Or are you the kind of guy that would send a message based on your expertise that, you know, to do something consistently over and over and to be successful at it, it has to be a part of you. It has to be who you really are. There has to be a strong level of authenticity to it. Which one is it?
I think you can do both. I think there are some people that just have it. They walk in a room, they have that X factor, and we look for that a lot. But I'm also looking, when I'm recruiting talent, I'm looking for even somebody that has a dormant characteristic or a trait in them that makes them that. They have that X factor, they don't know they have it, or it's been held back in them. They've never been, you know, their whole life they've been taught, don't put that out there, don't be, you know, the braggart, don't be this, don't be that, right? Bring that back in. I think there are a million guys in the NFL or attempting to get in the NFL that look at what we do and they live vicariously through us because they're told don't do that. Don't celebrate, don't be unique, don't be those things. We want you to be all that and more. We want you to be unique. We want you to bring something we've never seen to the table. And that's what we try to get out of people. Whether they have it in them and they don't know it, and we coax that out of them and we teach them how to do that, or whether they already have it and it's already there, it doesn't matter. As long as when the red light goes on in front of them, they can put that out to the world, then they can bring in whatever you want. They can make people come to arenas. They can make people follow them, whether they love them or hate them. It's all about personalities and charisma.